What is good, sneaker people? It's your boy Snkrsloveme, and I am back with an episode of Real versus Fake. Running around here in these streets buying sneakers, buying used pairs. Specifically, of course, there are shoes that are highly replicatable and that you should honestly really stay away from just for safety, unless you have a really good eye at peeping fakes. As of recently, since around like 2019, 2020, fakes have become one of one thing, so much so to the point where some people even get away with selling it and run up a bag off doing that. Not even unfortunately, in all businesses, you take a loss, you know what I'm saying? And I have a loss right next to me, and I'm gonna turn it into a W. Since I couldn't do it on my own for about 400, I'm gonna teach y'all how to tell the difference between a real and a fake Air Jordan 4 Black Cat. Right here, we have the boxes. I'll tell you which pair is real. You can see it's like a 10, correct? Like a 10, right? And then we have a box number 2. It's 10 and a half. This is my personal pair. I brought these when they came out. I actually brought them for $250. Speaking of how much the price is now, I kind of feel like I finessed, but that was the high when they first came out. Enough about the shoe. Let's just get into the content. Okay. Right off the bat, you can tell that the replica box is smaller, and if you can tell the ring differences, it's like the way to pull them off the shelf. If you look at the ring differences, the fake is matte and the real is a little bit more glossy. Of course, my box is used, but we're going by obviously different fundamentals than being brand new. The shoes still look good. Now as we get on to the shoe, one thing that you can already tell off the bat, the left side is real, the right side is fake. You can tell that the tongue has a lot more of a canvas. It has a lot more space on the real pair to your left. On the right, for some reason, it seems like it's like running out of space, or it just doesn't have extra amount of space as the real pair do. Just to start, you can already kind of tell by the tongue. Next, you can honestly look at the sole on the real pair right here. When you see this, say for instance, if you were editing in a software, this outline right here would be considered a stroke. The stroke on the real pair, you see how it's slim. It's probably like under 1 point, like half point amount. For the fake pair, the stroke is a little bit bulkier, but you definitely can tell, kind of almost off rip, just like that. Those two, the tongue and seeing this rubber outsole right here. Honestly, with the real versus fake pair, you can also do a squeeze test, but with the ones, you do your squeeze test here. The proper squeeze test for Air Jordan 4 would be to squeeze this box right here. You see what I'm doing? Trying to make them touch. A real pair, it literally feels like a brick, like you can't squeeze it at all. You can kind of get the midsole to budge, but barely. For the fake pair, if you squeeze, you can kind of get even a reaction out of the shoe. This doesn't do this on the other pair. You can get a squeeze out of it. So the sole on the real pair, or you could take that as a literal brick. Also, right in the same area, for the authentic pair, you see less glossy, and in comparison to the fake, more of a matte finish. You can kind of tell the brush strokes right there. If you can see, I know you see it, and it's more so genuine here. Over here with the fake pair, you can see it's extremely glossy. You could tell the paint strokes, but you could tell from afar. You could tell with the naked eye, and that's not good. The average person wouldn't be able to catch it, but you won't be able to sell it anywhere if it has these differences. Next will be the netting. The netting on the authentic pair is disconnected from the actual shoe. You see how it lifts up? When I do that, it's not connected to the tongue right here. If you go on the side, it's not necessarily connected to the shoe. It's a part of the shoe. It's more of a cage. For the non-authentic pair, they also don't attach to the shoe, so this is really good fake. This is a really good fake. It's a little bit better than I thought. These don't touch either. But one way you can tell, definitely, and I could tell just off the spot right now, the netting on the fake pair is matte black. For here, I've had these pair for a minute, and they still have a slight shine to it. It's not necessarily shiny, but it's also not matte. Already spoke about the tongue. Now on to the stars. If you want to be able to check the usage on the Jordan, you can always check. They're on the back too. No, they're not. Only on the front. You can check the stars, honestly. And on the real pair, even though I've pretty much used it, you see what I'm saying? You could tell the use. But on the real pair, the star happens to be equally spaced out. It doesn't necessarily look sloppy or overlapped, you know. But with the fake pair, with the stars, they kind of just lay it on there a little bit. You can see a star right here is kind of out of place. That would be a big red flag. That'd be all you need. Look. See what I'm saying? And then also next, for the insole, we'll try the fake pair first. You can see strings off in here, and they are like tied up. You can see it barely. I know you can see it too, fam. No cap. You see a couple strings back there or whatnot. And this blue is also lighter on the authentic pair. On the fake pair, is darker. On the authentic pair, it's a little bit lighter. See. I can't take it off. Now, as I said earlier, it's a string in there, one off, two off. You see the tape right here. The string's supposed to be taped to the midsole, not the bottom of the shoe. And this blue is a little bit darker than the fake pair. Also, I should put it in the video, but if you weigh this real pair, authentic pair, it'll weigh under 5.5 pounds. Anything over 5.5 is fake. It should be around 4.8 to 5 pounds clean. These will show up 5.5, 5 pounds and up. So that's the sneaker part. Sneaker people, now that I gave you a little game, don't get out here get finesse. That's all I'm saying. Learn from your boy. No cap. I'm gonna make some mistakes. I'm just like you. I just got a camera and the mic and a nice setup. So it is what it is. Honestly, you take that, you gotta keep going. And if it's just so hard, then you gotta reconstruct how you doing what you doing change your hustle. Other than that, it's your boy Snkrsloveme, and I'm out. Peace.